In today's short breakdown video for Asana Fundamentals, we're going to go over Navasana, and I'm going to go over an exercise that we can use to start breaking this down and start building some fundamental strength through this exercise to help build and consolidate that strength for it. So we're actually going to come into a seated position. We're going to use our hands on our knees. And we'll start by just shrugging forwards and rounding the back. And then from here, we're going to start to straighten the arms. And I'm thinking about lifting the chest through. So from this rounded position, I'm actually lifting the chest as tall as I can. And I'm using a little bit of traction on my arms to pull back. So here, I'm going to come into this rounded position. So just like cat-cow. And then from here, I'm going to pull back with my arms. I'm thinking about lifting my chest up towards the ceiling and slightly leaning back. I round my back. I loosen my arms, so I'm not using them at this point. And then from here, I'm going to traction with my arms and start to lift through my chest. So we lift up tall and proud. I'm thinking about lengthening the entire of my spine, all the way from the sitting bones, all the way up to the crown of my head, and I want to find that in a nice straight line. I hold that position for a second before rounding back out. Now I'm not forcing this rounded position, I'm just using it to mobilize just a little bit. We can have a little bit of movement at the bottom. But as we come up, I'm starting to lengthen that spine, lift up and out of the chest, and a slight tuck of the chin. So I'm starting to come back to that torso position where we'll find ourselves in Navasana later. I round. And I start to lift up and out. Now as this starts to get easier, I start to use my hands less. And there's nothing wrong with coming back in contact and using the hands just to give that little pull through. You can see the change in chest height just by applying the hands just to get that final lift. We'll go 2 more. We round through. And then without using the hands, if you can, we're going to come all the way up through. And then we're going to use that slight bit of traction with the hands just to get that last lift and feel that consolidation of strength all down through the spine, the muscles either side of the spine. We go 1 more, we're going to round out. And then we come through for our lift, and then our final lift with the chest. Now here we're just going to hold. I'm still using the hands, but I'm fighting to lift my chest a little bit higher, keeping the chin tucked, and constantly thinking about lengthening the spine. We'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The final test will be to take away the hands and remain in this position. Extend the fingers forwards, keep the shoulders drawn down the back. We hold, and then finally relax out. I hope you found that useful. This is a part of a larger series called Asana Fundamentals. And if you want to see the full breakdown of this class, there's a half-hour class that starts to break down from progressions before and progressions beyond this. Thank you.